Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're on the part 3 of our 5-part series ranking NBA position rankings half the season. We did shooting guards yesterday, we did point guards on Thursday, and now we have shooting or small forwards on Saturday. And small forwards is a weird position because it's basically filled with role players. Now I'm including Kevin Durant and Giannis Antetokounmpo as power forwards. So the top is it's just top heavy. There's like 4 guys. After that, it's just role players. And we went from one of the most loaded positions when you count KD and Giannis to one of the more lesser stacked positions in the league because a lot of those guys are now shooting guards or power forwards instead of small forwards. So there's just filled with a lot of role players. So let's get right into this. Number 30, Danny Green. He has sucked for the Sixers. I think he's gotten benched now. I still play 20 minutes a game, shooting the ball pretty bad for 3 points a night, for 36% from the field, 39% from the field, 37% from 3, my bad. 1 board, 3 assists. He can't play defense anymore. He's old, he's slow, he's bad. He's not a good player. He's not very good. That's why he's number 30. Number 29, it's Reggie Bullock, who's just slightly better Danny Green. Less minutes, same amount of points, but higher percentages. 40% from the field, 37% from 3, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and he plays better defense on a better, not a better team, but on a team that probably needs him more than the Sixers need Danny Green. So if he's going, that's huge for the Knicks, and I think he's just better because he's efficient. James Ennis at number 28 on the list. The Orlando Magic small forward, averaging 7 points on 50% from the field and 44% from 3. He's a very efficient scorer. He's not a high-volume scorer, though. He's a role player, the definition of a role player. He plays defense. He's your 3-and-D prototype wing. After 20 minutes a game, he started on and off throughout the year. I included him as a starter because, of course, they'd have Jonathan Isaac if he was healthy, but they have to play James Ennis at the starting role, and he's been fine. He hasn't been a bad player by any means, but he's been he hasn't been great. Nothing special. That's why he's down here at number 28. Number 27, Jae'Sean Tate of the Houston Rockets, the undrafted rookie, came in. He's been playing great. Obviously, undrafted rookies do good. He's averaging 10 points on 52% in the field, 32% from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 assists, 1 steal, playing good defense. He's playing a lot of time. He's starting a lot of games at the small forward or power forward spot, and he's doing really, really, really good for the Rockets. And you love to see undrafted rookies do good for teams. That's just always special when an undrafted guy proves everyone wrong, and he's doing that. He's shooting the ball efficient, except for from 3. He's been a defensive beast. He's a high-energy player, but the thing is, the Rockets just suck so bad. I'm not sure where his career's going to end up going unless he stays in Houston. 26, Denny Avdija of the Washington Wizards, averaging only 6 points a game on 43% from the field and 35% from 3. But the reason he's high is because he could be so much better than he is. It's the Wizards used him right. The Wizards are using him wrong. They're making him be a spot-up 3-and-D wing. He's not that. He's an athletic scorer. He can score the ball in the paint. He can do fast break transitions. He can dunk. He can do a lot more than just shoot the 3-ball. And he has so much potential, so much power to do that. He plays great defense as well, averaging 5 rebounds a game and a steal. I think he is this high in the list. He could end up being higher. I think he's better than the other guys. He's just underutilized compared to what they do. And he could become way higher on this list if he really can step up his game in the next couple. If the Wizards can help him step up his game in the next couple weeks before the end of the season. 25, Isaac Okoro of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He is a rookie, the number 5 pick in the draft. Number 5. Number 6 pick in the draft to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Averaging 7.5 points on 47% from 3, or 40% from the field, 30% from 3. Now, he's a 3-and-D scorer, or he's a defensive player. He's the best defensive player in the draft. We knew he was going to be such a defensive beast. Him and Patrick Williams. He's been a humongous defensive player. He's been so good in the defensive ball, averaging 2 steals, block. He's just been so good at what he does on there. But his offense has not gotten going quite yet. So if he can get his offense around, he could be a star, I feel like. But his offense isn't efficient. He's a young player. He's a young, struggling scorer. But if he can find that, he could be great in this league. And right now, his defense is what has him so high in this list, number 25. Number 24, it's Justin Holiday of the Indiana Pacers, averaging 32 points, 11 points on 32 minutes, 45% from field, 47% from 3, playing solid defense, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, a steal, half a block. He's filled his role great without T.J. Warren, but the Pacers team is bad, so I can't have him any higher. Now, these numbers sound great on paper. He sounds like a great role player. He's a great role player, but there's just better role players ahead of him, and we're on a bad team. Or not a bad team. We're on a team that should be good that's not underperforming. I can't really have you too high on this list. That's what Justin Holiday really is right now. So, that's why he's here, below a guy like number 23. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. Under 23, number 23, Patrick Williams of the Chicago Bulls, drafted 4th overall to the Chicago Bulls, playing 29 minutes a game, averaging 10 points on a 46% from the field and 40% from 3, with 4 rebounds and assists, half a steal, half a block. He's played insane defense. His potential is insane. He's only 19 years old, the youngest player in the NBA, youngest player from the draft. Was a freshman. He was a one-and-done player, and he's a sixth man in his college. We really do not know what his scoring potential is, but it could be great. His scoring potential could be great, and we know he's a great defender. We know he's good at that right now. But if he can turn his scoring around, this guy could be a super, super good NBA player in his career. And we know he's going to be one of the best defenders in the league for a long time. He can stay with Chicago, be that staple with Levine if he ends up staying there. But for now, he's got to work on his offensive game and improvement. And a guy like Slow-Mo, number 22, Kyle Anderson, averaging 13 points, is slightly ahead of him because he plays great defense. But he shoots the 3-ball pretty well, and he's averaging 13 points a game. So he's slightly ahead of a guy like Patrick Williams, because Anderson's already developed. This is a potential. He's going to be a 3-and-D guy, 13 points a game, 47% from the field, 37% from 3, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. He's playing good defense, and he's on a good Grizzlies team. So he's going to help this team get wins. He's going to help this team do a lot of things, and that's why he's slightly ahead of a guy like Williams, who we don't know what's happening yet. But I'm saying yet because he'll definitely be better than Kyle Anderson when his career is said and done. That's why these two guys, you can argue, even these 3 guys, you can all argue. These last couple guys, they're all important. But now let's move on to number 21. Derrick Jones Jr. of the Portland Trail Blazers, averaging 8 points a game, 51% from the field, 34% from 3, 4 rebounds, and assist, and a steal, and a block. This guy is one of the best defensive wings in the league. He is so good at defense. He will lock up your best player. He will be a man guy. So the Blazers have 2 great defenders, Covington and Jones. Covington is more of the leader on defense. He switches well, and he locks up anyone in the paint or outside. Derrick Jones is that on-ball pest that will make you mad. He will work you hard. He guarded LeBron. He's guarded a lot of players this year. He's done a great job averaging a steal and a block. He's been insane. Doesn't let people score him that much. His offensive game is okay. His 3 balls have gotten a lot better. 30% from the field. I know a lot about it, DJ, because I watched him play all the time. But we underutilize him. He should be cutting more. Backdoor cuts, dunk, lob attempts. He gets like 1 of those a game, and we should be getting 3 or 4. He should cut like 5 times a game instead of standing in the corner all the time and hitting 1 for 3 from 3 every night, which is basically what he does, and averages 8 points a game. So he's still a very good player. I love the signing for Portland. I'm happy that we signed him, but he's no higher than number 20. And that's why the rookie, Anthony Edwards, despite his deficiencies, is at number 20 ahead of Derrick Jones Jr., averaging 15 points and 37% from the field, 37% from 3. Shooting efficiency has been really, really bad, but he's a young, talented scorer. What do you expect? He's going to come into the league, he's going to struggle shooting the ball. That's the way that rookies work. When you're a scorer out of college, you come in, you struggle shooting the ball, you're inefficient. That's the way of the game for rookie scorers, and that's what Anthony Edwards is having. And we've seen flashes of greatness, insane dunks, 3s and back-to-back 3s, shooting over LeBron James. We've seen these flashes of greatness. He'll get there eventually. I'm not calling him a bust, like some people say. I'm not. He's I don't know. LaMelo Ball's got the hype, but Anthony Edwards is still a great player. He's averaging 30 minutes a game, 15 points. So he's scoring a lot. 30 minutes a game is quite a bit, but he's still scoring quite a bit. If he can get three-point shot up a lot, and he can get more better attempts that he's getting, he could be one of the best scorers in the entire league if he can get his efficiency a little bit higher. So yeah. Number 19, Michael Porter Jr. He hasn't really been a disappointment this year, but he hasn't been anything special. Only 15 points a game on 50% from the field, 41 from 3, 7 rebounds, and an assist, a steal, and a block. He's filled the stat sheet. He's put up great numbers when he's played. He just hasn't played too much. He's missed quite a bit of time. And he's actually still has a ton of potential. He's still playing great numbers. These are insane role player numbers, but he has to take that star level jump that I haven't seen from him yet. So if he can hit that star level jump, he'll climb up to the top 15, top 10. But for now, he's just one of the best role players in the league. So that's the important part about him right now, because he has to take that star jump that I haven't seen from him yet, man. I watched him play in high school in the Tacoma Dome. He was great. He had a star power there. Gotta get that back in the NBA. Number 18, Tim Hardaway Jr., averaging 16 points a game on 44% from the field and 40% from 3, locking up any player the Mavs face. He's a defensive staple. He's a 3-and-D shooter. He's averaging 30 minutes a game. He's playing a lot of time. 3 assists. There's 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Half a steal, half a block. He does everything for the Mavericks. He is one of those guys that you want to have on your team. When he was on the Knicks, he was pretty solid. But he just took another jump with the Mavs, becoming one of the best role players in the entire league. I'm going to say that about a lot of guys because all these dudes are really good role players. That's just what this list is. It's a role players list. And Tim Hardaway Jr. is that guy. He is that dog. He is that role player that's going to do everything for your team. Number 17, Harrison Barnes. Same type of guy. 17 points a game. 35 minutes a game, playing a ton of time, getting overworked. 50% from the field, though, and 40% from three. He's got his efficiencies way up, highest of his career. His efficiencies are, he's averaging 16 points a game, more than his career average, and he's putting up better efficiencies. Now, he's getting overlooked. He's on a bad team. He's probably going to get traded, maybe. And he's averaging 3 assists and 6 boards as well. Playing solid defense. He's always been a locked-on guy. He was that Golden State Warrior, Tim and Dreamer, with the glue of the defense over there. And he's on this Kings team being a veteran leader for guys like Halliburton. And I guess you can even say Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox. But he's that vet over there. He's locking up guys. He's scoring the ball at a high clip. That's what really matters for a guy like Harrison Barnes. That's how he lives in the NBA. He lives by the three, dies by the three. Lives by defense, dies by the defense. So we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, I want to see him go play in a better team. But for now, he is just a great player. Let's move on to number 16. It's Lou Dort of the OKC Thunder. He is averaging, why am I dumb? Am I stupid? 12 points a game on 40% from three. The three ball was his biggest concern. We knew he had the defense in him. He was supposed to be a 3-and-D player, but last year he struggled from three. He came out and shot the ball 40% from three. He came out and shot the ball at a high clip. He's been playing the defense we knew. He locked up Harden. He made his name in the playoffs when he tried to lock up Harden. And he's still been one of those guys for the Thunder. He's been a dog. He has them in close games, him and Shea. But they're going to lose games. That's inevitable. They're a bad team. But he's still such a good 3-and-D player. He's maybe the best defender on this entire list. I'm not actually saying this with confidence. He is such a good player. He gets the assists. He gets the steals. He does everything little for this team. And he's just he reminds me of a guy like Patrick Beverley, Marcus Smart, a gritty guy that's going to fight for the ball every time. He's going to play insane defense. And he's going to lock up players that try to get in his way. That's why he's at number 16. Number 15, DeAndre Hunter of the Atlanta Hawks, averaging 17 points a game, 51% from the field, 37% from the three. He's missed a lot of games with COVID as of late, but his numbers are so insane right now. This man's a second-year player. He's taken the jump. 17 points a game. As Cam Reddish, his buddy has not, but he has. 70 points, 51% from the field, 37% from three. He's taken that jump to elite role player status. Now he's helping the Hawks team get wins. He's playing solid defense. He's locking up guys. He's getting rebounds. He's getting steals. He's getting blocks. And he's your prototypical 3-and-D guy, but he's done more than that now. He's become a beast for this Atlanta Hawks team. That's why he's at number 15. Cracks the top 15. Number 14, Bojan Bogdanovic of the Utah Jazz, averaging 50 points a game, shooting the ball insanely efficient, 40% from three, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. He is one of the shooters on this Utah Jazz team. He's one of the best shooters in the league. This guy can knock the three ball at such a high rate. He's just such a good 3-point shooter. You don't want to mess with my guy Bojan in a 3-point contest. He'll shoot the lights out of this thing, man. Bojan, such a good shooter, such a good player, and he's helped this Utah Jazz team be one of the best shooting teams ever in the entire NBA. That's why they're so good at shooting the three ball. And now you have number 16. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. OG Anunoby of the Raptors. He's missed some games because of COVID. A lot of Raptors have, but he's still playing great basketball. 14 points a game, 47% from the field, 40% from three, 5 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. He's playing defense. All these guys in this list play defense. He's trying to get this Raptors team in contention. He takes over games. There's been games where he's taken over and gave me 60 on my fantasy team. This dude is actually the real deal over there. He's trying to play like Kawhi Leonard. He's not quite that good yet. Could he get there? Probably not, but he's similar play style. He plays defense. He hits the three ball pretty well. He has a good mid-range game, and he's athletic as heck. He can dunk, and this dude is just insane for the Raptors. An insane role player, one of the best role players in the league, like all these dudes are. And that's why he's at number 13, pretty high. You wouldn't imagine OG Anunoby at 13 on a small forward list, but he is. He's right this high. Number 12, kind of like him, Mikal Bridges. I think Mikal can take a star jump in the future, averaging 14 points a game, 54% from the field, 43% from three. 5 assists, or 2 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, playing a ton of minutes. He's been the Suns, one of their best players. He's been one of their best players, and he's actually equated to the Suns' wins. He's helped the Suns get wins. Him and Booker and Paul have been an insane duo, and DeAndre Ayton, the 4 of them are all great. He has been such a good player. He's efficient. He's going to take over. I think next year he can take a huge jump in his game and become a star in this NBA. He is one of the guys that's going to be he might be the best 3-and-D player in the league in a year or in 3 years. He might not be the star either. I'm not sure what he's going to end up being, but he's going to be great. I know that. And Mikal Bridges, this guy is a beast. Number 11, Keldon Johnson. Just like Mikal Bridges, 14 points, 47 from the field, 33 from 3, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, a block. Plays insane defense, doing this in less time than Mikal, not always starting, but he's been so good for the Spurs. He's getting overlooked by so many guys, and he's starting to become one of the guys in that draft that was a steal. The Spurs got him pretty late. I think it was like a 15th pick, and he's playing great. He's getting this team wins. They're in a playoff spot. Pop's last push, and he's right there. This guy has future star potential. He hits a 3-ball insane. He knocks down mid-range. He knocks down the dunks. He plays the defense. He does everything right for this team, and that's why he's such a good player, and that's why he's at number 11 on this list. Number 10 on this list is Marcus Smart, the definition of the guy that does everything for a team. He scores 13 points. He does defense, a steal and a block. And charges. He takes charges. He locks up your best defender. He is efficient, 40% from the field, 33% from 3. He gets assists, 6 assists, 2 boards. He playmakes, like I just said. 31 minutes. He plays a lot. He's been out because of COVID as of late. He came back in his first game, dropped 19 points, played defense, hit 3 threes, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. This dude is the real deal. He's the definition of a role player. He's the definition of a high-energy player that does everything for your team. That's what Marcus Smart is. That's why he's in the top 10 in small forward video. And I'm actually starting to regret this. I put Joe Harris ahead of him because of his insane shooting. 50% from the field, 50% from 3, 50-59. He's in the 50-50-90 club, basically. This is going to be in the 50-50. No, never mind. He's only 77% of the free throw line for some reason. But he could be a 50-50-90 guy. But his free throw is just kind of bad. He's averaging 50 points a game. He's scoring insane. 3 rebounds, a steal, an assist. That's why Kevin Durant's going to be on the power forward video, because he plays power forward. This guy, Joe Harris, plays small forward. And he's been a beast. He's been maybe the best shooter in the league, efficiency-wise. He's been the best efficiency shooter in the entire league. You cannot argue with me on that one. He's just such a good shooter. He is the definition of a spot-up shooter. Joe Harris. Yeah. Number 8, it's Wiggins of Andrew Wiggins. 17 points a game, on 47% of the field, 35% from 3. Now, if you told me a couple years ago Wiggins was going to be a top 10 small forward in the league, you'd say I'm stupid. But nowadays, the small forward position is a dying position. So, he's playing a ton of minutes. He's playing defense. He's locking up guys. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's putting up stats all around the board. And he almost was an all-star. He nearly was an all-star, honestly. When Andrew Wiggins is almost an all-star, that's great to see. He's playing great minutes for the Warriors. He's helping this team win games. He's being great. This is greatness from Andrew Wiggins, the best we've seen him play so far, except for that one playoff year. But that was mostly Jimmy Butler who actually helped him make the playoffs. So, Andrew Wiggins, you love to see him play well. Wiggins of Andrew comes in at number 8. Number 7 is where the leap takes off. Number 7, whoops. Hold on, my bad. I just showed you the next 2. Gordon Hayward at number 7, averaging 21 points, 50, 40, 90, nearly 50, 48% field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, a block. He's attacking the rim like he never has been. He's playing like Utah Jazz, Gordon Hayward. The Hornets are much-watched TV because him and LaMelo and Terry Rozier are just an insane trio. These dudes are the real deal down there in the Hornets. They have such a bright future, and they did it right. Yeah, maybe he was overpaid, but no, not anymore. He's not overpaid. Keep telling me he's overpaid. He's not. I believe that Gordon Hayward got a contract he deserved, and he's been so good for this Hornets team. 21 points a game. If you told me that he was going to average 21 and lead the Hornets team, you'd tell me I'm crazy. But he's doing that right now. They're in a playoff spot. He's destined for greatness right now. They're striving. They're winning games. That is what Gordon Hayward's doing for this Hornets team. That's why he's still high on this list. He's number 7 in the small forwards of the entire NBA. That is Utah Jazz, vintage Gordon Hayward. He's playing like that right now. That's why he's number 7. Number 6, you saw it already. What the heck? Jeremy Grant, averaging 23.5, 43 from field, 35 from 3, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, steal. I thought he should have been an all-star, man. Pistons are not the worst team in the basketball anymore. He's got them right there as towards the bottom, but he's probably going to get traded, and I'd actually be okay seeing him go to a contender because we don't see what he can do in a good team. We saw flashes of him last year in Denver, but we did not expect this from Jeremy Grant, who is putting up 23 points a game. He's leading the Pistons team. He's been so great all year, and this is where the jump starts, him and Gordon, but number 5 is where the jump really starts. Chris Middleton, averaging 20. Actually, you could say Jeremy better than Middleton this year. So, no. This is where the jump starts, right here at Jeremy. But Middleton and Jeremy, they're interchangeable. You can change them. Middleton averaging 20 points a game, 50% from the field, 42% from 3. He lives by 50-40-90 club now. This is what he does. He lives by the 50-40-90. And he's in that again. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and he just puts up all the numbers, everything you need from a player. He's been so good. Him and Giannis got this Bucks team in the 3 seed now. They're trying to work their way back. The reason to have Jeremy, maybe Jeremy's stats are better, but Middleton's more efficient, and he's on a better team, and he's helping his team get wins, as Jeremy Grant's just putting up stats on a bad team. That's why he's so much higher. Or no, that's why he's one spot higher. Middleton's just that good. He's great. He could have been an all-star as well. Number 4, Brandon Ingram of the New Orleans Pelicans, averaging 23 points a game, 48% in the field, 37% from 3, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's been so great for the Pelicans. He's been their best player. Maybe Zion, but he's been one of the best players in their team. One of the best small forwards in the league. Like I said, the small forward's dying. He's the 4th best small forward in the league. That's kind of weird to think about because Paul George is a shooting guard. But I guess Kawhi's a small forward. But, like, KD's a power forward. Who else is there? Pascal Siakam's a power forward. We got a lot of guys. Giannis is a power forward. So we lost a lot of dudes. TJ Warren's out. So, like, a lot of these... DeMar DeRozan's a power forward now. Like, a lot of guys that used to be the small forwards are now power forwards or shooting guards. So, it's just weird to think about that, you know? And that's why Baron Davis was here before, averaging 23, 5, and 4, putting up great stats, trying to get a Pelicans team into the playoffs. He's just a huge player. He's such a great player. I love to see him, and that's why he's here at number 4. These top 3 are the 3 best. Jimmy Butler at number 3. You can even say he's no, you cannot say number 2. He's number 3. He's a lock for number 3. I think he's a lock for number 3. I mean, 21 points, 46 from the field, 23 from 3. He doesn't shoot the 3 ball at all, so that's not that bad. It's actually shooting worse than Ben Simmons, surprisingly. 8 assists and 7 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. This dude, look at these numbers, insane. 21, 7, and 8 with 2 and 1. Dude, this guy is so good, man. When he's played, he's been so good. The Heat are above 500. People are sleeping on them again. Don't sleep on the Heat. They're going to do the same thing I just did to you last year if you keep sleeping on them, bro. Stop sleeping on the Heat. Jimmy Butler is that man down there. He plays defense. He scores. He does everything for the Heat. He is Marcus Smart, but he's like a better scorer than Marcus Smart, dude. Jimmy Butler, the energy he brings to the team is insane. Number 2 is Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, not much to say here. 26 points a game. 51 from the field. 40 from 3. 6 assists. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.5 steals, half a block, plays defense, locks up anybody on a great team. He's number 2 in the league. You can't argue with this at all. And then number 1, it's LeBron James, second best player of all time. You can't say anything otherwise. 25 points, 50% from the field. I guess you could say he's better than Jordan. I mean, I see the argument, but that's not what I meant. I mean, like, you can't say anybody else in the league is better than him at small forward right now. not 18 points, 25 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, a steal, and half a block. On great efficiency, shoot the 3-ball best he's ever had before, and he's on one of the best teams in basketball. And they're without AD, they're starting to turn around a little bit. Yeah, he might. They're still the championship favorites, probably. Yeah. So LeBron James at number 1. There's my list. What do you guys think about this one as well? Now we got 3 out of the 5 done. Get to the next 2 coming up in the near future. And yeah, that'll be it for me. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video. Do all that good stuff. And peace.